Guys, welcome back to The Circle. Darlings, recalibrate your screens right now because the global style board has officially reached maximum velocity. From the hot couture runways of Paris and Sale, straight to premium wedding introductions, historic film festivals, and world championship celebrations. Today's lineup is pure visual disruption. Listen to me. If your wardrobe architecture isn't actively collecting full attention and shifting the rotation of the timeline, you are officially just background noise, all right? We have 10 heavy hitters ready to recalibrate your standards. Let's hit the headlines. Denim disruption, Diadem commands the grid in a mind-bending corset bow and extravagant jeans train silhouettes. The matcha blueprint, style architect Akin Faminu serves clean, high IQ monochromatic precision. Hometown matrimony, music producer Islax and Ella share a deeply emotional, custom traditional introduction layout. The Real Boss. Don Jazzy shuts down the chat, sharing a legendary father-son visual statement. So take over. Chanel intersects the Matrix, debuting the Metier d'Art 2026 collection at the Centre Pompidou Hanwha. Parisian Heritage, House of Dior inaugurates a groundbreaking new retrospective tracing the essence of luxury architecture. Accra Glamour, Jackie Appiah shines at the Ghana Movie Awards in a fan-layered purple off-shoulder masterpiece. New York State of Mind, global icons take center stage to celebrate a historic Knicks World Championship and Tribeca premiere. Couture Vacation, Soulsa Zerify elevates the getaway board in an immaculate TA3 cassette architecture. And YSL in the City of Light, Juju Noramose declares forever love for a Paris in a flawless high-end Saint Laurent silhouette. Alright guys, let's stop stalling and slide straight into this countdown because Diadem just completely rewrote the rules of denim creativity. She dropped a visual layout on the grid featuring a corset bow detailed look, weather play on jeans for an extended train as the absolute highest level of effortless edge. That is pure structural dominance. We're talking about men who seamlessly execute color theory. Look at Akin Faminu serving his matcha masterclass. It is clean, it is monochromatic, and the styling data is completely flawless. 10 out of 10. Now, let's talk about a moment that completely melts the timeline. Music producer Islax and his beautiful partner Ella share their journey to their hometown to request her hand in marriage. See that level of beautiful, authentic cultural tradition paired with premium style? Absolute luxury. And speaking of legendary family layouts, Don Jazzy just shut down the internet, dropping a series of stunning portraits captioned with Daddy in the effing chat. I said Daddy, not Zaddy. I mean, I saw that post and it was hilarious. Honey, see the Don himself standing side by side with his father in such an elegant portrait layout is the ultimate flex. Now, let's cross the globe because Chanel just shook the Matrix in Sale. They presented the spectacular Chanel Matches the Art 2026 show at the Centre Pompidou Hanwha ahead of its official opening. With Bavitha Mandava and Hugh Ji opening the runway, it was an absolute high IQ intersection of futuristic architecture and classical luxury. Meanwhile, in Paris, La Galerie Dior has officially inaugurated a breathtaking new retrospective tracing the history of the house. From the founding couture to the present day, 13 themed rooms explore its essence, spotlighting aspects such as the work of creative director Jonathan Anderson, beautifully curated. But closer to home, look at Jackie Appiah commanding the red carpet at the Ghana Movie Awards. She served the ultimate amount of high-end glamour in a gorgeous purple off-shoulder dress featuring intricate fan layer details on the side. Elegant excellence, I must say. Now, talk about a major historic intersection. New York City is officially in full celebration mode. Not only are the New York Knicks world champions, but legendary icon Nas joined forces on stage to close out the Tribeca Film Festival and celebrate the premiere of Girl from Hell's Kitchen. That is pure superstar posture. If you're currently booking a premium escape, Soulsa Zerify just dropped the ultimate rule. Vacation, but make it couture. Rocking a flawlessly cinched TA3 corset top, she completely rules the getaway board. Finally, bringing it home from the ultimate fashion capital, look at Juju Norimose commanding the streets of Paris, wrapped in pure, unadulterated YSL, declaring it forever her favorite city. She delivered a masterclass in clean, premium Parisian edge that completely clears the room. 10 entries, 10 distinct statements. The style bird has officially spoken. Okay, guys, let's keep this premium momentum rolling. Let's move over to our spotted headlines. Welcome back to Sported, the only segment on television where we track the absolute highest level of off-duty drip and unexpected movement. Darlings, when the stars step out, they either control the narrative or the narrative controls them. Today, we have a masterclass in leather architecture, a beautiful local escape, and the absolute biggest newlywed red carpet moment of the year. Let's pull up the tracker. The Matrix blueprint. Kim Kardashian rules the concrete jungle in a striking all-black leather layout. Ado Ekiti escape. Screen star Genevieve Ume drops a mysterious, ultra-vibrant, in-transit aesthetic. The ultimate newlywed run. Zendaya and Tom Holland kick off the Spider-Man brand new day tour in coordinated Madrid elegance. First up, let's talk about a woman who treats the sidewalk like an absolute high fashion runway. Kim Kardashian was spotted entirely locked down in an all-black leather silhouette. Honey is giving clean, futuristic, Matrix energy from head to toe. The tailoring, lethal. The posture, complete media dominance. She knows exactly how to make a monotone layout feel like an absolute event. Now, shifting gears closer to home, our favorite screen darling Genevieve Ume completely shook up the timeline with a surprise trip to Ado Ekiti, captioned beautifully with just 2 words: find us. She served pure, unfiltered adventure as a local luxury. I love when our stars break away from the usual Lagos girl grid and bring that elite, authentic energy to stunning new locations. We see you, Genevieve. But finally, darlings, prepare your hearts because the absolute blueprint of Hollywood couples just completely cleared the room. Returning to the red carpet together for the very first time as a married couple, Zendaya and Tom Holland have officially kicked off their Spider-Man A Brand New Day press tour. They stepped out hand in hand in Madrid, coordinating flawlessly in matching black ensembles. But let's talk about the image architecture. Zendaya was wearing an absolute masterpiece of a tasseled asymmetric fringe dress by Christian Cowan. The way those elongated strands cascade from the hip gives a subtle high IQ nod to a spider's web without being over the top. La Roche does it again, and the newlywed energy between those two, absolutely precious, entirely sacred, and completely flawless. That closes the tracker for today, darlings. And next up is the drip check. Alright, darlings, no more holding back. The global board is overflowing, the lifestyle radar is locked, and the microphones are completely live. It is time to see who brought absolute high IQ creative fire to the grid and who just froze the timeline solid. Let's start with my undisputed, clear-cut hot of the week. Pull up Diadem's Denim Train Blueprint. Now, this is how you make a statement. Taking standard denim and completely reimagining it with a massive corset bow and an extravagant jeans train. This isn't just fashion, guys. It is pure architectural disruption, all right? She completely communicated her personal style authority through couture, looking elevated, sharp, and premium. A definitive, data-verified hot. She completely cleared the matrix. But let's see how the board reacts when we pivot to the international runway circuit. Bring up Chanel's Métiers d'Art 2026 collection show in Seoul. Hold on a minute, I know exactly what the critics are going to say. Look, Ada is Chanel, and presenting the show at the Center Pompidou Hanwha before its official opening is a massive high IQ flex. But on a week when we are seeing raw boundary-pushing independent style, this specific collection layout played it a bit too safe on the creative scale, landing it right in the mid. No, I'm standing up for them, okay? The historical execution was clean and the location was immaculate. Don't do Chanel like that. But fine. If the streets are demanding complete couture disruption to escape the middle tier, who is taking the absolute frostbite tonight? The final verdict is completely frozen solid, so bring up the call of the week, Sosa Zerafa's vacation corset layout. Look, I know she captioned it vacation, but make you could tell. But honestly, a basic TA3 corset top on a getaway just feels completely recycled. There's no real evolution, no unexpected edge. It completely just stalls on the grid compared to the raw architectural energy we are seeing from the rest of the pod. If your high-end getaway look feels like a repeated archive instead of a fresh blueprint, stay in the car. It is a total freeze, alright? Ice cold. Next up, our movie of the day. Do stay tuned. Okay guys, to wrap up this massive boundary-pushing edition of The Circle, we are dissecting a record-shattering high-stakes streaming phenomenon that has completely hijacked the global metrics and sent social media into an absolute meltdown. Our movie of the day is Netflix's colossal new South African supernovela, The Polygamist. Show Rolly Nikiwe and Nthabi Tao. This show doesn't just play, it completely dismantles the illusion of marital perfection. The narrative million-dollar empire begins to violently crack under the weight of his own toxic secrets. On the surface, his marriage to his influencer wife, Joycey, played by the brilliant Gugu Gumende, psychological battlefield of betrayal, power struggles, and pure emotional chaos as the multiple women caught in his web start reclaiming their own narratives. Online, the timeline is completely crashing out over the pure madness of this family layout. People are calling it toxic, messy, and impossible to stop watching. Even the government health department are jumping into the comments to use Jonas's chaotic storyline as a real-life warning. What makes this a complete high IQ masterpiece is that it isn't actually a show about polygamy. It is a sharp, data-verified masterclass on patriarchy, power, and the ultimate consequences of greed. The performance data from Gugu Gumede is an absolute standout. She portrays a woman forced to smile through burning betrayal for the cameras while quietly plotting her ultimate self-preservation. From the stunning ultra-luxurious backdrops of South Africa's elite to the relentless pacing that makes a 22-episode run feel like if your watch list isn't intersecting with this cultural phenomenon right now, you are officially idling in the slow lane. And just like that, darlings, the vibes have been fully curated. That brings us to the absolute end of today's premium edition of the Spice TV 360 Daily. Keep your standards premium, your strategy sharp, and your execution flawless. Don't get left behind. Follow the movement across all social media platforms, and this is Spice TV Africa. We're dropping the daily highlights in fashion, music, and everything currently moving the needle in the culture. So catch us in the comments and let us know who got chopped and who is still hot. Stay risky, stay expensive, stay fabulous, and always keep it stylish. Bye-bye. Peace.